Hello, it is Teleglitch level 7. In the original, level 7 was a big increase in difficulty, and this time it's not much different. They introduce 3 new enemies here, 2 of which are dangerous for the entire rest of the game. Not these guys. These guys are more or less not a big deal. Though I took a couple of hits that I really shouldn't have. Generally, when there's not much space to run, it's better to use the assault rifle. Swarmers get pushed back really far by assault rifle bullets, and they take the same number of hits as zombies, which is 3. I think they get pushed back because they're little hovercraft or something. Oh, Sticky Bomb likes you! That was an engineer. Engineers are one of the 2 dangerous enemies coming in. They have light armor, for one thing, so my favored tactic of shotgun around corner will no longer work. They've also equipped much more dangerous weapons. They no longer use auto pistols or assault rifles, instead using SMGs, which are better than either. Instead of shotguns, they have double shotguns. And I'm glad I killed that thing really fast. That was the other one. Haha, that is a squid bot. If you were looking closely, you saw a flash of yellow light come from it just before it got killed. That was its laser cannon. If it had time to focus on me, I most certainly would have died. I mean, that thing wrecks big armored robots in no time, so something like me, yeah, not gonna survive long. Back to engineers. They're the reason I wanted to possibly make a minigun in stage 5. I used the minigun in oh boy. Yeah, that was the double shotgun. At this point in the game, I can't ever afford to not have armor. In fact, it's almost reasonable to consider armor to be my real health meter now. If I had the minigun, I would use it in a similar way to the shotgun before, which is draw the enemy around a corner and then use the minigun in fairly short bursts at close range. That kills the engineers, or scientists, I should say, really fast. I don't know why I confused their name, but my apologies. When I was running around those turrets, getting hit a couple of times, I was feeling something along the lines of, I really wish I had power legs. Power legs are the other thing you can make with a motor, and if you've watched my other vids, you know that I really enjoyed that speed boost. I believe it was possible to have power legs by now just with the things guaranteed to drop or in boxes, but not so in this version. If I want that, I'll have to wait for another couple of levels at least. So, without the minigun, there are a couple of reliable ways to kill scientists. One of them is the adhesive grenade launcher, although I prefer not to use it because it gives the scientist time to shoot at me before it dies. And with some of the things it can equip, I really can't afford that kind of time. Another reliable way is with the assault rifle, if you can keep hitting with just about every bullet. That'll keep it stunned enough so that it doesn't shoot back. The SMG is also not bad, since it also has some armor-piercing quality to it. That's more or less the ideal way to deal with the scientist if you don't have a minigun. It used to be, in the original version, that scientists were, like other guards, faster and more evasive. Because of this, the ideal way to deal with them was with a weapon called the Tesla coil, which had some auto-aim to it and dealt pretty good damage. It has those qualities in this game too, but there are a couple of things that make it not worth using or even making, in my estimation. One is that scientists are much slower now, so you don't really need the auto-aim. But the bigger factor is that in the original, the Tesla coil ran on its own reserve of ammo. Oh, that's a welder. I like to use the heavy rifle on it, and that was a bit too close for my taste. Welders. They are slow, durable, and they have a fairly short-range attack. I'd say, 1/4 the length of the screen at most. But if it does get that close, it hurts like hell. And there's... oh boy, that's a patrol that I've been kind of watching out for this whole time. 3 welders. You can encounter them, since they are a patrol, very early, and if you're not prepared and get put into a corner by them, you will almost certainly die. Huh. They do drop tasers sometimes, which is nice because you can get battery ammo from them, which is good for your laser gun. Now, having just dealt with a Warwalker, I want to clear something up. A friend of mine once uploaded some vids. He plays Teleglitch quite a lot too, and mentions that sometimes his rockets go right through Warwalkers when they're moving. Now, I thought it was just because their hitboxes are smaller than they look and he just didn't hit them dead center. But after playing the game some more myself, I have in fact gotten some rockets with perfect aim that nonetheless went right through them, so he was correct. You have to wait until Warwalkers are firing before you use your anti-armor rockets on them. In short, if you're watching this, you were right, I was wrong, and I am sorry. Bullets and lasers seem to not have this problem at all. Only slower projectile type weapons. And that's a pretty serious oversight considering how valuable those weapons are. Oh well. I find that the high-velocity machine gun is very good against Warwalkers because it kind of pushes them back, which is useful since they're always trying to rush you. And, as demonstrated, it kills them pretty quickly if your aim is reasonably good. Oh, that's a motor. Remember what I was talking about earlier? We got power legs! The legs of power. Robot legs. One of my favorite power-ups of the game. And that's just aside from their actual benefit, which is more speed, which over the course of the game is going to save me from quite a bit of damage. I just really like the idea of robot legs as a power-up. It doesn't come up too often. At least not in the video games that I've played. Now I have a whole lot of SMG ammo, and I don't use that gun a whole lot. So I figure might as well use it against something fun. Like a double zombie pipe. I really wish I could have done that earlier. But that's getting close to the end of this particular level. And I'm pretty thankful for that. When I was first learning my way through Die More Edition, well, I died quite a bit on this level. And more than a couple were due to that 3 welder patrol. The high velocity machine gun works okay on them, but the way to get the best value from it is to be kind of up close, which I don't want to do against those things. So, time to skip some backtracking. Level 8? No, that's not what I want. I want level 8B. Another deep breath time. 8B is not an easy level to deal with. But I think I got the tools for it. Later.